try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty. They want all your bags and they want all them empty.
We're entering the how can this be phase for XRP? Grown men will weep, and the last window for accumulation is closing. But first, crypto and banks finally reached a deal in the new Clarity Act draft. The latest draft for the Clarity Act shows both sides backing a compromise on the stablecoin yield rules. The deal allows rewards tied to stablecoin activity and bans earning yield just for holding balances. Nonetheless, how the activity-based rewards will actually work remains unclear, leaving room for the future regulatory battles. The Clarity Act yield deal announced on Friday has finally dropped results, no yield on balances, reward on activity only. Banks won the argument. Hugo says the Clarity Act rewards on activity, you say, fits in very well with the Flare governance proposal. Bank XRP, the end of the beginning. Paul Atkins, on the next phase of crypto regulation, moving from taxonomy to real world expansion and safe harbors.
Obviously, when you do something as monumental, I'd say, as an interpretation, the question everyone has is, okay, is that it?
Yeah, right.
So is that it?
No, this is just like I said, as Churchill said, we're at the beginning, and this could be the end of the beginning. But anyway, we have a long way to go, and the interpretative release is not a panacea. It's just really kind of setting out a boundary here, and then we will work on a broader framework. So, we've done the taxonomy and interpretation, but we have yet to go exemptions and safe harbors, and then bespoke guidance for people, because inevitably we'll not get everything at the beginning. There'll always be questions, but that's the way innovation works. It's very iterative. So we need to be ready, willing, and able, and working closely with the CFTC to provide that guidance to the marketplace, and to provide clarity without overreaching, and then to enable innovation to proceed within the defined boundaries. That will create.
And a quick reminder, nothing in this video is financial or investment advice. This is for educational purposes only. No stablecoin yield in the deal means only stablecoins that are fully compliant under the Genius Act will succeed. The banks won, it is what it is. That's RLUSD. Meanwhile, Justin USDC stablecoin issuer Circle stock crashes 18%. The Clarity Act is coming hopefully by April.
What is the status of the market structure regulation that you famously blocked from passing a few weeks ago?
Yeah, well, we're here meeting with crypto companies, bank representatives, and senators as well to see if we can get to a solution on market structure. And one of the big issues that did come up in the past was this idea of stablecoins on rewards. I wouldn't say we blocked it. In fact, nobody, I think, in the crypto space has been working harder on this over the last few years to try to get some legislation. What we did say was the current draft, we had some issues with it. I think that caused everyone to come back to the table, and there's now a path forward where we can get a win-win-win outcome here. A win for the crypto industry, a win for the banks, and a win for the American consumer to get President Trump's crypto agenda through to the finish line so we can make America the crypto capital of the world.
Were you surprised? What was your reaction when he after he's obviously been so involved in this and was so deep on it, and then came out against the version of the bill? How did you react to that?
Well, look, I had concerns about the bill, still have some concerns about the bill. We weren't done. We got hung up on the issue of rewards on stablecoins, which is really, in my mind, really shouldn't be part of this equation.
Wait, can we just explain this? Like why people should care about this? What the whole yields, rewards on stablecoins thing is about?
Well, unless you own a bank, you probably shouldn't care. But because if you're an American consumer, what it means is that the cash that you hold, you're going to have competition to pay you more interest. So you're going to be able to get more money for the money that you have in your wallet or the money that you have in some sort of account. So this is very, very good for working Americans, because ultimately this is about giving Americans more rewards for being able to have cash on reserve, be able to get paid quicker, be able to transact faster, democratize the financial systems. But we're going to get this bill across the finish line. But I would say
when?
Hopefully by April. Hopefully by April.
Did the banks win the argument? Let me know your thoughts down below. No yield on balances, rewards only on activity only. Meanwhile, X Money launches in April, the app that wants you to be your bank. Elon Musk just confirmed 557 million users are about to get a digital wallet, a 6% yield on their cash, and a Visa debit card, all without even leaving X. Here's what it means. This is intended to be a place where all the money is, the central source of all monetary transactions. It's really going to be a game changer. April, Clarity X money. A sea change is here for all digital assets. This was, I think, a real sea change in how we have approached things. So, and I should say, I'm really thrilled that President Trump appointed Mike Seelig to be chairman of the CFTC. So this is an incomparable moment in time where Mike used to be in my office, and he was recruited by Hester Peirce, Crypto Mama, to be the chief counsel of the Crypto Task Force. So he's a hard worker, he knows the business and knows digital assets very well. So to have him as a colleague at our sister agency really breaks with the past, so that we will really be working hand in glove, and we're determined to get this right here in the coming years. So this interpretation that we came out with, is really focused on drawing a clear line in the sand, so that we can at least say what belongs with the CFTC and what belongs with the SEC, which has been a bit problematic, obviously, over the last few years. So I often compare it to two fortresses. You have SEC, CFTC, you have a no man's land in the middle, and so the would-be new products kind of venture out into the no man's land, but then get cut down in the crossfire from the fortresses. So that's sad, and there are a lot of carcasses laying in that no man's land, unfortunately, but we'll be able to revive some of them, I think, as time goes on. Huge for XRP. Ripple co-head of policy confirms to the GBBC that Ripple is a participant in the Monetary Authority of Singapore.
Another MES initiative is Bloom, which stands for Borderless Liquid Open Online Multi-Currency, where MES is collaborating with the industry to enable settlement in tokenized bank liabilities and well-regulated stablecoins. And Ripple is a participant in Bloom.
150 XRP is serious money, says I'd pay serious money to see his prompts. They're probably hilarious. I'll give you 15 XRP for each prompt you share in the thread. Up to 10 prompts, you have to figure out how to get a receiving address. 150 XRP times 10K equals serious money. Check this one out. Wild XRP symbol found in Australia from satellite.
So Australia's White House equivalent, our Parliament House, has a crazy hidden symbol. Look at this. What does that look like? Well, very similar to our XRP logo. And guess when it was built?
Did you know with Capital One, you could see if you're pre-approved for card offers with no impact to your credit score? Don't believe me? Try it for yourself. Today, I'm partnering.
Yep. 5, 8, 9. And when did David Schwartz file his infamous patent? Just a couple months later in the very same year. And of course, Ripple and Stellar were heavily involved in the building of the AUDD, the Australian Digital Dollar. Coincidence? Very weird. What do you think?
Decent Wallet round 2 starts. You requested a respawn, and the reward campaign is back. Buy a decent biometric wallet, get $10 in BTC, XRP, or USDC. Limited time until March 31st. UTC. Own your keys. Get rewarded. Check the links in the description for your XRP bags exclusive discounts. Not your keys. Not your crypto. Cassie Trade stays still tracking this as a sub wave 2 inside wave 5 down, targeting 87 cents. Wave 2 is valid unless the new low is made below 136. B has been deeper than expected, down to 0.786 at $1.38, but that's still valid, especially with BTC respecting its B wave cleanly. I've adjusted the C wave target slightly, now watching $1.485 instead of the textbook 151. Zooming out after over a month of rejection at resistance, it's far more likely XRP needs a lower support, 109 to 87, before any real trend shift happens. Don't get left behind. We're entering the how can this be phase for XRP. Grown man will weep. It's actually going to happen for crypto, and it feels like we're in the last window, your last accumulation window of time, where that's not yet obvious to everyone, but it's happening right before your very own eyes. And the longer it takes, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP Rich list, top 10% holder, 2,209.
Let's get it, guys.
Top 1% holder, 45,855. XRP, and the longer it takes, the higher we keep climbing. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in for another one. Smash the like and subscribe on the way out. We'll see you at the tippy top. Later. Glitches.
Hell yeah. Let's get it back, man. Thank you, bro.